Hello and welcome, I'm Miyaza and this is dronestry. There wasn't an update in a while, so I figured I plop something out. Let's build the project and see what changed. Alright, so at first you see this bottom thing, which is new, which is just hotbar. This is another thing that's new, which is inventory with crafting options. There's a crafting queue. And well, there's no buildings yet, but I can just hold the left mouse button and just gather some resources. You can see it here working. Ideally I'd have something to build now from those resources. I didn't make that yet. I just want to, I'm still working on that. On progression from the early game. But let's just cheat a little. Let's give ourselves some items. Also, I think you can see the new, all the blocks are now items, are now like items in the inventory. You can see them here, and all of them have have an icon, which is generated at runtime. So let's just get an excavator, smelter, some conveyor belts. I already have those, and let's just bind them to the hotbar. So let's go into factory view. Oh, we don't have batteries yet, so let's just give ourselves some batteries. Bind those two. And let's just excavate some stuff. So ideally, this thing I would be able to do initial factory like that without the cheat menu. I'm working on that right now, and I'm also working on the level progression, as this is the initial like pretty much map that I'm gonna use for just being able to expand in some different ways. Just generally, that's a core loop I have in mind, I want to realize. Other stuff that I was working on is something I can show in code. What's the name? Which are these? Which is the data file, which is basically all of those blocks. They have the representation in here. The whole game's content is in this single file, which is convenient. The previous version used resources, Godot's resources, and I found that they didn't work too well with like dictionaries and different like custom type dictionaries and stuff like that, and I figured I didn't want to manage files and I didn't want to just have to go through Godot to edit something. So I've spent like 2 days, which is like 15 hours or so. It was a tough time, but I managed to make it and basically rewrite it from resources, Godot resources, into clear classes. You can see here there's no bloat per se. It still needs some work, but it works so far, as you could see here. And also a different thing that I was working on, dog. It's a dog, and there's actually 2 dogs. No, don't rename. And I decided to fiddle around with Blender because I need a style for this game finally. I mean, the grid looks nice, but everything else not quite. So I'm working on a style, and you can see dogs here, right? So just, it's a factory game, there's drones in it, and I'm making dogs, yeah? Just let me cook, okay? Just let me cook. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, here's my first 2 dog models. I mean, kinda not really the first. there's this guy, which I mean, it's a dog, right? But yeah, those are my two dogs I'm proud of. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's gonna be all for the quick update here. I don't think I missed anything, and I don't think you missed me that much, or maybe you did. Well, anyway, see you next time.